All right, so yes, I see BM with this particular update because it's very much important. Say, wow, we should get the context. Now we know, say, IMF brought out a report which kind of implicated Sammy Gyamfi as a CEO and his institution, the Govt itself, so they've made a loss of $240 million. Now, we share news card here with screen source. Bank of Ghana completes 5th IMF program review, dismisses gold loss claims. So now the Bank of Ghana is saying, oh, on my 5th IMF program, no, but gold loss now IMF 4 can they dispute it. Regardless, we are learning per the video I share CCI purchase. The Bank of Ghana, reports by purchase said the Bank of Ghana and Ghana itself under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama, the NDC government, they officially want to go and join the IMF. So when this particular administration came to power under John Dramani Mahama, they told Ghanaians they would take steps to leave the IMF. It will be painful, but idea in the long term into but now fast track, Ghana was supposed to leave the IMF next year, 2026 around August. But then from what is really happening, purchase IMF website, Ghana has requested to extend the IMF program. So Kamia said the reality NDC for no more wait, no more so Akufo-Addo is mismanaging things. So omube mu no me say neman enye better sir. Yen share this particular video, sa particular professor yi or the tuja nipa or the same way a tuja a professor University of Ghana lecturer or no and the same way a tuja or party say per one kasani observation no University of Ghana professor Govt or say per one kasani observation any research just Ghana we are going back to the IMF program. Yinti a year in summer a professor Eddie Tuja. When we come back we continue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, the IMF has requested that government considers a 3-month extension.
It's not IMF that requested. It's Ghana government that requested.
That's contrary to what I'm reading in this.
No.
In this
read the heading.
So,
read the heading for the IMF report.
Because this
This
extension, because they said they want to because there are some targets that have been revised.
Because we did not meet some of those structural reforms within the program timeline, and we have shifted. Remember, it is Ghana government program being supported by the IMF. Okay, so you read the entire report. The request is from us. It has to come from us. Even though if the IMF reacts for it, has to come from us.
So I think when you look.
Thank you. You know, the IMF has...
So basically, Osha reports na Ghana and Kasankasa Nyankose get it back to the IMF. Now, apart from that, we also touched down on issues of Sammy Gyamfi and how Sammy Gyamfi party say gold loss na IMF for kind and should have no cresa. Now, even if no cracker na and so do work towards it. No, I said no, that is not how you deal with a state institution because every person will be a good bobby lusubiano a Ghana for any taxpayers' money and it is going down the drain. Yenti Sema Professor Eddie Tuja.
And then also, I also say it's not speculative. These are realized losses that have happened in the first 9 months or 10 months. And all of that, because trading has happened. This is different from advances to Gold Board in terms of funds that Gold Board is here to deliver the required what? Gold. All of the full picture may be clearer at the end of the year, but what the IMF is saying is that based on trading losses as at this time, these are the losses that have been accumulated and all of that. And I'm saying that the problem is not the IMF raising it, and the issue is not the way Bank of Ghana has responded, but the real issue as a country we should look at is how the pricing regime is structured, okay, so that it allows us to be the off-takers of this gold, do all the necessary refinery and all of that, and export, because all of that will come at a transaction cost, so that we also make some profit as a country from the gold. Then I'll come to the whole strategy. Alfred, I'm a bit concerned about a certain approach started by government, again the previous government, which has been affirmed by the current government, and some way, somehow, Bank of Ghana is also feeding into that. What is that approach? The whole approach is that don't admit error. Don't highlight the side effect of the gold and all of that. Keep telling the people it's making gains. We are raking in. I hope you understand that.
That's more propaganda.
More propaganda. That's why I didn't expect Bank of Ghana to go that way. I would have been happy if of course, the president said the same thing during the media encounter. This gold artisanal smoker has brought in so much what? Gold. So the whole strategy is that mask the side effect. Make sure it doesn't show up. Keep telling the people there's great macroeconomic benefit, inflows, billions of dollars, but ostensibly to obscure the real cost. And here, part of the real cost is the losses, which they don't want to highlight. Part of the real cost that we are not reflecting as a country, almost 69 years after independence, we cannot do responsible mining. And we are destroying our water bodies, and that cost is not reflected. And ecological integrity, we are compromising. That is not reflecting. Mr. President, this is not performance. Let's adopt a cost-benefit approach. Let's reflect both the trading losses, and that one can easily be corrected. And my recommendation would be to look at the pricing regime. Because gold is attractive. The world price is high. How can you sell gold across the entire value chain and make losses? If you account for the losses on the books of Bank of Ghana and you relate that to the profit a gold board claims they will declare at the end of this year, it looks so infinitesimal. If we are unable to do responsible mining, so we mean as a country we can't even buy the gold and sell it at a profit. This is sad, please. And let me say this also. If all that it takes to manage an economy is to just produce gold, cause distraction to the environment, and just keep pumping that gold, I hope you understand that, to show up the stability of your currency, this is not innovation. I fail to celebrate this, and Ghanaians to forgive me. Alfred, bear in mind, Ghana, we have data that we can compare. There are a good number of relatively non-resource rich countries in Africa today don't have gold, they are not exporting gold, that have fairly managed a stable currency. They have. So there are options. The real risk is that we are too much fixated on this gold as the only way that we can stabilize our city. Kenya, other countries who are non-resource rich or non-resource intensive countries, I hope you understand that, have largely managed all of this. And the real issue is, how do we diversify our economy?
In the same way, and a professor Eddie Tuja say, or no dear, sena all no. Neman Kuyisa. Because sena na mi di kan na bi mu ka say we are a gold body juman di anke ye be per se ye ma ye currency ni stronger. We can't do if anything just short the work say ye better good near the Ama Bank of Ghana. Na Bank of Ghana koton na we nya dollars so the best for us mu. And only in kwala economics. We need long-term solutions. Yes, we need long-term solutions. And no any a year in sema a year sa professor Eddie to your party said Ghana, we need to change and then we need to start putting things in place. So same way and air cost at the end of the day, no, I believe say Ubia or Shemibiano in regards to Sami Jimfi issue, no. We can attest say Sami Jimfi issue need the idea. But Sheson and Semne Kwana believe say President John Dramani Mahama or so didn't Nancy or so didn't Nancy or no EBB found either so very for me institution, no, and now say perhaps no obey investigation because yet now sana Mahama so yanhwe ya na obabe dane Akufo-Addo the second, which will be a very bad thing. So that is in sema ekoso. Once again, may our dream share concern this particular issue. So they are two on board as we begin to go on to another update. Now, the post be two screens no so post the two screens no so no results. Question I be say so Sami Jimfi be sacked as Gold Boss CEO. It's no votes now ban 30 votes. Emu 60% says Sami Jimfi should be sacked as Gold Boss CEO. Ebisa says so Sami Jimfi be sacked as Gold Boss CEO. Emu 60% say yes, and 40% say no. So more people believe say Sami Jimfi be do no. I will say sacked as Gold Boss CEO. You know, we are also recognizing ye follow same way pan before I end this our life. No, we'll look at all the issues thereafter. All right, it's here for you be so near trust with